Lovely. Good. Hopefully you can see me okay. And as always, if you want to, you can write in the chat box if you want my attention, or hit reactions and do like a little wave, like that one, or a little thumbs up, like that, if you need my attention, or just write in the chat group. That's also totally cool. Let me get rid of that bit though, so I can see it easier. Fabulous. Okay, so we're going to be starting with 4 big deep breaths, taking it in. Oh, wait 1 second, I'll take my rings off. There we go. 4 big deep breaths, taking it in through your nose, out through your mouth, lifting the arms up as we go. Number 1, lifting it all the way up. Exhale, folding it forward. Number 2. And release. Number 3. Letting it all out. Number 4, last one. And exhale. Pull the shoulders back, chest lifted, and take yourself from one side to the next. Just gently feeling your weight transferring from one side over to the other. Perfect. Hold yourself to one side, circle around the ankle, and then change direction. Perfect. Switch over to the other side, circle around the ankle, and then change direction. Perfect. Lovely. Leg 1, lifting it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the back for 5, 4. Squeezing your butt. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Other leg, lifting it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the side for 5, 4. Lose my balance. 3, 2, 1. To the back. Squeeze your butt for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Nice soft knees. Rolling around the shoulders. Feeling the movement. And then taking it a little bit bigger, leading with the elbows. Gorgeous stuff. And then from here, just rolling the shoulders forwards. Good, lovely. And take a little bit bigger, forward swimming. Fabulous. Reaching your arms up nice and high. We're going to take one arm forward and one arm back. Nice and gently. Lovely. And then change direction. Other one back, other one forwards. Very nice. Lovely. And then giving it a good old shake out. Nice soft knees. You're going to wrap yourself around. Bit of twist in the back. Floppy arms. Floppy fingers. Really nice. And then take yourself back to the front. Everything from hips down is going to stay still. And you're just going to twist the upper body. So keeping your hips square to the front. Just twisting the upper torso from one side to the next. Lovely. And then everything from shoulders down, stay still. Just moving your head from left to right. Fantastic. And taking it up and down to the sky, to the floor. Lovely. From here, taking your ear over to your shoulder and taking it up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Lovely, good. From here, take your ear to the shoulder and then gently rolling it around that front semicircle to the other shoulder. And then easing it back again. You have the choice to either stay just at the front semicircle, or if you prefer, you can take your head all the way around, whichever feels best for you today. Lovely. And then taking your head all the way back up on top of the shoulders. Lovely. Pulling your shoulders up to the ears and then pushing them down. Lifting it up, pushing it down. Lift it up, push it down, lift it up, push it down, double time. Arms up to the sky, opening it out, squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back, looking up to the sky, and then round and separate the shoulder blades. And open, and round, and open, and round, and open. And this time when we round, interlink the fingers. Keep the arms bent like you're holding like a beach ball kind of shape. And then just gently opening the shoulder blades at the back. Look down to the floor. Lovely. Let go of the hands and take the fingers at the back. Pull the shoulders down, opening up the chest, and then lift the arms up. Come all the way up over the top of the head. Try to get your hands all the way up and over. Fab. Let go of the hands, bend the knees. All the way back up. Fabulous. From here, just working on the wrists, circling around the wrists, taking it all the way to the top and down the middle. Lovely. When you get to the bottom, change direction of the wrists, taking it up and then back down the middle. Lovely. Interlink the fingers and snakey, snakey. And change direction. Good. And give them a little shake. Hips from side to side. Good. Fabulous. And then take yourself forward and forward. Hands come down. Keep the hips going from side to side. Feel a stretch on the inner thigh. Feel a stretch on the back of the leg. And taking it back up again. Good. Bending the knees. Pelvis tucks under. Squeeze the tush. And then taking it back. Under and squeeze and taking it back. Under and squeeze and then circling it all the way around. Good. Feeling the looseness starting to happen in the hips and the back. And change direction. Rotating the hips around in another way. Lovely. Good work, guys. Lifting yourself up. Fold yourself forward. Keep your legs straight. Keep your feet nice and wide. Bring your hands to the floor. And then we're going to bend one leg. And then take it up and bend the other leg. So just taking it up and over. Easing into the stretch on the sides of the inner thighs. Lovely. And then from here, we're taking it through the middle. A little bit more intense stretch on the inner thigh here. If you wish to, you're welcome to take your hands off, keeping your chest lifted and your hips nice and low, or keep your hands on the floor, whichever suits you and your body today. Lovely. Hold yourself to one side. We're going to flex up that foot. And then just while we're here, I want you to take it into a demi-point. So this is where my ankle is pointing and stretching out, but my toes are staying up. And then I'm going to take it down into a full point where my toes join it as well. Then take it back through demi, and then back to flex. So we go flex, demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex. Lovely. Fold yourself around. So we're in our lunge position here. Just taking the hips up and down. Lovely. Good. Pushing that front leg. Reach the hands up. Pelvis tucks under. Push down into the hips. Nice. Good. Reach all the way forward. Chest is up the front leg. Hamstring your front foot. We're going to lower your back knee down at the back and untuck your toe. Shuffle your front foot a little further forward, maybe just by a few centimeters. And then we're going to straighten and rebound. And straighten and rebound. So just taking your hips forward and back. Straighten out that front leg. Lovely. Fabulous. Last two. Last one. Then take yourself upright. Straighten out your front leg. Flex up your front foot. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, folding it forward. Just feeling the stretch all down the back of this front leg. A few more breaths. Feel the tension maybe melting away as you take that breath out. Lovely. Take yourself back upright. Then the big deep breath in. Exhale, fold it forward. Lovely. Good. This time I want you to really squeeze your quad. So we've got a super straight leg, squeezing your quad so you keep it as straight as it possibly can. And you might find it intensifying even more on the back of the leg. One more breath. Exhale it out. Lovely. And then plant that foot down and transition your weight through into your low lunge, pushing down into your hips. Good. Fabulous. Just holding it here for a little moment. Might take a layer off. Fabulous. And then you're going to take your two hands either side of your front foot. So one either side. And we're going to circle our hips around for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just feeling all those little niggly bits in the hips opening up. 2 hands to the front, tuck your toe under at the back, push your hips up, open yourself out to the front, scoot yourself up and over to the other side, and we're going to flex up our front foot. So before we go into our lunge, just flexing up that front foot, we're going to do the same as we do on the other side. So taking it into our demi point. So ankle is stretched, toes are pushing up, and then relaxing it down, pointing it into a full point. So toes tucking down. Take it back to demi and flex. And demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex. Lovely. Roll yourself around so we're in our lunge position on the other side. And take the hips up and down. Nice and gently. Lovely. Just to warm up the hips a little bit more. Push it up front leg. Finding your balance. Take yourself to standing lunge. Reach your hands up. Pelvis tucks under. And push down into the hips. Good. Really nice, guys. Reach all the way forward. Chest goes on. Hands frame your front foot. Lower your back knee down. Lovely. Untuck that foot at the back. Shuffle forward your foot, maybe by about 10 centimeters, so not much. Just shuffle it a little bit more forward. And then we're going to straighten and then rebend. Straighten and rebend. Just to ease into that front leg even more. Stretching it out. Lovely. All last count. We've got 2 more on here. That's it. And then take yourself upright, straightening out that front leg, flex up your front foot, take a big deep breath in. Exhale, forward. Lovely. And just feeling the stretch all down the back of that leg. You're just easing into it, breathing into it. Exhaling out. Every time you exhale, I want you to imagine you can feel your muscle melting into the stretch, feeling more and more comfortable. One more breath here. Exhale it out. Turn that foot down and then transition. Oh no, I want to do one more. Sorry. Leave your foot straight. Leave your front foot leg. Big deep breath in. Exhale, fold it forward. This time, we're going to squeeze our quad. I want to do one more. Squeeze the quad to make sure we've got a fully straight leg. I'm just going to hold it here for a few more breaths. So really focusing on squeezing the quad as tight as possible, and this will make the back of your legs, the hamstring, relax even more. One more breath here. Exhale. Lovely. And then plant your front foot down. Transition your way through into your hips, push now into your lunge. I was jumping my head in myself then. What am I like? Lovely. Just feeling the weight coming down into the hips, stretching all the front of the leg. Lovely. 2 hands come either side of that front foot, and we're going to circle our hips round for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Take your 2 hands to the inside of your front foot. Bring your weight into your back knee, and then circle your other leg to join, so you're landing on all 4s. Fabulous. From here, just have a double check that your knees are underneath your hips and that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. From here, tuck your pelvis in there, round the back, separate the shoulder blades and look down between the legs. Open it out the other way. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back, looking up to the sky. And tucking it back under, rounding the spine. Feel like you're pulling up through your tummy, pushing up into your spine, squeezing the pelvic floor. Separating the shoulder blades. And then opening it out the other way. Imagine your tailbones trying to reach the top of your head. Fabulous. We're going to do this with some breath. So as we're looking up, we inhale. And then we're folding it over. Exhale. And then opening it up. Inhale. And then exhale, folding it over. Lovely. And repeating one more time through count. And then exhaling out. Lovely. From here, rolling your rib cage round. Take your head with you. Just stretching into any position that your ribs might want to stretch in, or your hips or your shoulders. And change direction. Lovely. Good. We're going to plonk yourself onto your butt from here. and prop yourself up onto your elbows. Okay, so just got my legs out in front of me and propping myself up on my elbows. Good. From here, taking your legs up to the sky, and we're going to do our little scissor kicks, scissor legs. So we're just taking the legs from side to side, and we're going to take it down, hovering it as low as possible to the floor, and then taking it back up. Good. So just crisscrossing each time. So that's 1, 2 more. Taking it down, and take it back up. 1 more. Taking it down, and then taking it back up. Lovely. Before we get out of this position, I want you to bend your knees. I want you to take one leg out straight and one leg bent, and then switch. Good. And switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Lovely. Just taking it nice and gently. One, then the other, then the other, then the other. Okay, good. We're going to speed it up, taking it twice as fast. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, nice. And then take it nice and slow. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Really nice. Taking it back to faster. Fast as you can go. Fast, 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 fast. Good. Careful you don't hit yourself in the face with your knees. And then slowing it back down. Really slow. Hopefully you're feeling this in your abs already. I know I certainly am. Lovely. And relax. Good. Fabulous. Hope you're feeling nice and tight. You told me. I really felt that. I want you to take yourself back up to standing. Excuse me. And I want you to find either like a wall. I'm going to use my mantelpiece. If you've got a wall or a sofa, anything you can hold on to just to keep your balance while you do this. It's going to open up the hips a little bit more. So hand on to a wall is absolutely fine. If you've got a mantelpiece, ideal as well. Just to give you a moment to find something. Okay, yeah, good. I can see you guys are in the right place. So with your outside leg, I just want you to do it with knee bent and just rocking your leg back and forward. So knee is bent, and we're just taking it back and forward, just to start to really loosen up this hip. Good. Then I want you to try and take your leg straight. So just take it, swing it back and forth. Lovely. Good. Taking it as high as you can, and all the way to the back, all the way to the front, all the way to the back. Good. Good. Lovely, lovely. And take a little bit slower. Back down to still. Taking that knee up. I want you to try and draw a figure of 8 with your knee. So I take it round, down, crossing it over, up and over, up and over. This takes a bit of practice, so if you need to just concentrate while you do that move, absolutely fine. Oh, I've lost mine. Absolutely normal. Lovely. And now take it in reverse. I find this one's really tricky. I'm never sure if I've fully got this. I do my best each time. Good, lovely. And then switching it over to the other side. So I'm just going to try and open out this way so at least you can still see. So my new outside leg, starting with a bent knee. I'm just taking it forward and backwards. Just easing into the hips even more. Good. And then take it with a straight leg. Careful not to kick anything, either before, in front of you, or behind you. Lovely. And then take it as high as you can. Kick it up. Lovely. Good. And then taking it a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. And then back down to the floor. And then from here, we're going to take this knee through a figure of 8. So just taking it up and over in your figure of 8. Getting all your movement in your hips. So imagine your knee has got a Sharpie attached to it and you want to draw a figure of 8 onto a piece of paper if it was in front of you. Good, change direction. I never quite get this one right, but I do my best. That's all we ask. Lovely. And then relax. Good, I'm just going to grab myself some water. You might want to if you've got some there, yeah? Good. So what I want us to do, just for a bit of conditioning, is our planks. Are you guys okay with your wrists? None of you have got uncomfortable wrists? No? Okay, great. Cool. If you're rewatching, anyone who's rewatching this, if you're finding you don't like being in a plank position because it's too much pressure on your wrist, just hold it in a static elbow plank instead, so it's less pressure. But what we're going to do is I want us to hold our plank position, but then we're going to do uppy downies. So I'll show you what that looks like, and I will do some demos. So we start in our plank position. So hands come shoulder width apart, and then I take my legs out hip width apart. So my shoulders are pulled down. They're not next to my ears, they're pulling down. And I want to make sure that my butt isn't sagging, nor is it lifting up, but I'm in a straight line from the top of my head all the way to my ankles. Now, when you do planks, often you see people, when they start doing it for a while, they drop their head down. Try and think of your head and your neck as an extension and part of your spine, which it is. And so you want to keep your spine as straight as possible, okay? And then what we're going to do, so this is just our plank position, but what I want to do is make it a little bit more challenging, is to take it down into your elbows, and then take it back up, and then take it down, and then take it back up. Okay, does that all make sense? I'm going to do it for a timer, 20 seconds. Let me just set the timer now. Where's my timer gone? There we go, timer, 20 seconds, already set. I'm going to leave it, I was going to say I'll try and leave it here so you can see. I can't prop it up though, so you'll just have to trust me. You'll hear it anyway. Okay, are we ready? Get into position. Let's go. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Do it in your own pace. And alternate which one you go down and down, up first. Keeping your head in line with your spine. Tummy nice and tight. Elbows pulling back and down. Hey, that wasn't so bad actually. There we go. Fabulous. Good. Really good actually. That was really nice. And that's really good for all of our core muscles. We've done quite a lot on core actually already today. But also a little bit in the shoulders and in your back as well. Okay, so next thing that I want us to work on is our butt. So I want us to get down, let me just pull out my wedgie. I want us to get down onto all fours. Just make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and that your knees are underneath your hips. And then from here, I'm going to take the leg out to the side. Now this is one that we normally do in partners in the studio. So you have to imagine your pole sister right next to you. And we're going to circle our leg around our partners. Are we ready? Let's go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Take it directly behind you. Little pulses up. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Take your knee into the chest and we kick it out the back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bending the knee. Take it out to the side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Good. Sit your butt back onto your feet. Bring your hands down in front of you in your child's pose. And then I want you to lean your butt over towards, so lean your butt towards the cheek that you've just worked out, and then take your hands in the opposite direction. And it will just intensify that stretch all down that side of that butt cheek. Good work, guys. Really good. Stretch. And then let's take it over to the other side. All right, she knows. Okay, so on all fours. Again, checking that your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, and then your new inside leg. Again, envisioning your pole sister right next to you, taking your leg out, circling it around there. So let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, change direction, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, take it directly behind you, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, take your knee in and then kick it out the back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, taking it out to the side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Bring your butt down onto your heels. Hands come out in front of you. Just relax in here. And then lean your butt over to the side that you've just done and take your hands to the opposite side. And just feel the stretch down the side of your butt cheek. Whew. One more breath. Feeling the tension release away. Fabulous. And take yourself up. Good. Really good. So we've done a little bit of butt, done a little bit of back, shoulders, done loads on core. We're ready. So when I'm gonna treat it as if you've never done ballet before and go through the absolute foundations to begin with. So not too strenuous, but more of a mental game, trying to remember what they all are. So I'm going to start with your feet. So there are 5 different, feet positions as your basic. So in ballet, it's all about turning your hips out. So just take a good little step out to the side so your hips are opening up and your knees are pointing outwards. If you bring your ankles together, try not to lose your balance, and then your feet apart. This is first position. You should feel like your pelvis is opening out, so your hips are open, and take your pelvis under slightly, so your tailbone is pointing down. So we never have our butt out in ballet. We always have our pelvis under. That helps keep our tummy tight. We're drawing all the way up through the top of our head. Really nice. Good. I've not done anything with the arms yet, but I will just take them down underneath me. I always have to kind of like scoop them up. You have to imagine you're holding a big bouquet of flowers almost. So this position is called brava with your arms and your legs are in first. Okay. And then if you lift your hands up ever so slightly, then you're so that they're in line with your tummy button, then your arms are also in first. So we normally always start in brava, like you're holding a big bouquet of flowers towards the bottom, and then lifting it up slightly, pulling your shoulders down, nice on neck, and everything is drawing up through. Tummy tight, squeezing your butt cheeks together, and this is first position. Okay, lovely, good. Stepping your leg out to the side so that your feet are slightly wider than hip distance apart. This takes your feet into second position. So this was first, and this is second. This with your arms is brava, lifting it up is to first position, and then if we take our arms out to the side, you're in second position. So second position legs, second position arms. So second position is very open. You want to maintain a nice long neck, so you'll never have your shoulders near your ears. In ballet, you always have a nice long neck, shoulders pulling back and down. And then from here, I want to keep my elbows up, but they're slightly lower than my shoulders. So I'm maintaining that arm strength, so lifting my shoulders up, my elbows up, not so that they're like here, but they are, they're not sagging down, basically. You want to keep them up and out. And then I roll, I'm just rotating my hands slightly in. So hopefully you can kind of see the shape I'm in. Okay. And as always in ballet, pelvis is tucked under, squeezing the pelvic floors, tummy's nice and tight, drawing up through the top of the head. Everything's lengthening, everything is nice and long. Lovely, good. Let's take ourselves into third position. So I take my foot and then I nestle my ankle halfway across my foot. So if I'm looking at my feet, where the ball of my foot is, just underneath that is where my heel is going to go. So just underneath like the little ball of my foot. So that's where the heel goes. So this is third position with your feet. You can swap it over. You can have third with either leg. at the front. Really does not matter. You'll use both. Ballet. Let me just go back slightly so you can see properly. So, I'll do it this way. So I've got one foot, both feet are turned out, same as before. So opening out the hips, pelvis is tucked under, squeezing the pelvic floors, chest opening up, nice long neck. And with our arms, the third position, if we take it to second, and then I scoop one arm in. Okay, so I've got one arm right in front of me and the other arm remains out. It doesn't matter which way you do it, you just got one in and one out. Okay, so this is third position in arms and third position in feet. Good, lovely. Fourth position, we take your front foot slightly forward and then place it back down again. So it's directly in front of your other foot. So I'll show you that sideways on. So I'm in third, I step my foot forward and place it down. My weight is directly in between the two. My hips are square to the front. Yeah, I'm distributing my weight evenly between the two. I'm not further forward, I'm not further back. I'm bang in the middle, okay? And my feet should be pretty much directly in front of one another. They're in line. Now with our arm positioning, and again, you can use both feet forward, it really doesn't matter. Hips are always turned out, pelvis is always turned under, squeezing the tummy, nice long neck. And with our fourth arms position, we've actually got two options here. So if we've gone from so if we go from bra bar to first, to second, to third, and then we've got the option here to do fourth, which is lift our arm above our head. So my hand comes directly above my head, and then often I will then look up into my arms. So I'm kind of like looking up. Look, this is a very balletic pose, isn't it? You can also, so this is a fourth open position. You can also do fourth crossed. This is where you bring your hand down underneath. So I've got two hands, like kind of yin and yang, framing my body. Okay? So fourth, for your feet stays the same, but you've got the two options with your arms. So I'll show you on the other side as well. So I've got one hand above my head and the other arm out, like it was in second and it was in third, but the top arm comes over. So this is fourth open. And then I would take my arm down for fourth crossed. Good, really nice. Fabulous. And then we're going to take it through to fifth. So this is where I take my feet all the way over. So I've got my ankle of my front foot is touching my toes. So this is all the way open. Pelvis is forcing its way to open even more. Squeezing the legs super tight together. Pelvis tucked under. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Squeeze your pelvic floors. Tummy tight. Opening up the chest. Pull the shoulders down. Nice long neck. Drawing up and through. And then with our arms, for fifth, we take two arms up over our head. So you can't even see that. Slightly too close to the camera. So my hands come right up with my head. So two hands in. Lovely. And again, you might look or angle your head to one side if you're wanting to feel particularly balletic. If you were doing a performance, you would. Okay, good. So that's all of the positions. So let's just go through them from our feet. So hands on waist, so that then take your feet, take your hands and arms out of it. So we've got first position, ankles together, hips out, toes out. Second position. That's it, foot out to the side, and my weight is directly in the middle of the two positions here, with my 2 feet. For third position, I take my ankle over to the middle of my foot, so just underneath the ball of my foot. For fourth, I take my foot forward, and my weight is directly in the middle, but my feet are apart. They're about 30 centimeters apart, so about a foot apart. And then for fifth, I take my heel to my toe, really opening it out. Really good. Fabulous. Good. And let's do that all again, but include arms as well. So we start with the arms in bravo and our feet in first. Take the arms up ever so slightly so that they're in line with your tummy button for first position. Take your leg out to second, and then take your arms out to second. This is like giving a big hug. Shoulders are pulled down, but you're maintaining strength in your arms. Your elbows are lifted, you're not sagging, and you're kind of starting to wrap the arms around. Good. Taking your feet to third, and then take your arm to third. So you're lifting, one arm stays where it is, the other arm folds forward, so it's back in front of your chest. Good. Taking it to fourth, front foot steps forward, lifting your hand up above your head. This is fourth open. And then we can take the arm down for fourth cross. So yin yang kind of pose. That's how I like to remember it anyway, or think of it. One arm up, one arm down. Good. Legs into fifth. So taking your ankle to your toe, and we lift up our arm up in over the top of our head. So we've got two hands in fifth. Really nice, guys. Good. I'm just going to check in with you because that was a lot of information. Did that all make sense? Do you remember it all? Just all followed it okay? Any questions on it? Excellent. Fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, in which case, I'm going to move on to a pirouette. No, actually, before I do a pirouette, I want us to do a releve. So a releve means to snap your foot up, basically. Or releve means to rise in French, but it means you basically want to snap up. So again, you want to have a wall or a bar. Obviously, normally in ballet, we would have a bar, a B-A-R-E bar. I'm going to use my mantelpiece, but you can use your wall absolutely fine, or you can use a sofa, whichever feels, whatever you've got to hand. So you've just got a little bit of rest and a bit of stability. I'm going to just bring my camera down so you can see my feet, because that's really important. Hopefully you can see me. I've fluffed up the camera. I think I was actually okay in the end, and I was making too many cautions, as long as I go far enough back. Okay, good. So what we're going to do when we do a releve is we're going to lift up our foot to underneath our knee. So we're just going to, so I'm starting in third or first or in fifth, whatever you find most comfortable. And you're going to lift up your foot so that your toe is right next to your knee. Opening your knee out so your hip is opened out. So left knee is open, your other knee is here. Okay, good. So that's what we're going to be doing. But at the same time, because it means to rise, you're going to lift up onto your tippy toe at the same time. So on my standing foot, so this is my right foot, I'm going to be just lifting up and trying not to lose my balance, lifting up, drawing up, drawing up, drawing up, drawing up, pelvis to turning out. This is hard to talk at the same time, and then coming back down. Lovely, good. Let's do it one more time there. So we're just going to be lifting up, taking your front foot up, and then coming back down. Nice. Before I move on to the other side, I want to do an extra little bit on this. Now, to releve actually means when we do it in ballet, we actually snatch our foot up. So instead of just rising up onto a demi-point, I'm going to snatch my foot. And what that means is where my heel was, my tippy toes are going to replace it. So where my foot was, my tip toes replace where the heel is, basically. So instead of just rising up as I do my lift, I'm going to snatch it up and hold, and then come back down. So it's only, we're going to hold it for a few seconds as we go up, but I really want you to think about snatching your foot up. So you've replaced your toe with your heel with your toe. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll just try it a couple of times. So we're just going to snatch it up, taking the knee up and out at the same time. So 3, 2, 1, and up and down. Good. Take it up and down. One more. Taking it up. Whoop, lost my balance. And down. Good. Okay, let's switch it over to the other side. I'm just wondering if I can. I'm going to get a chair. Matt, do you mind if I just go with the chair? He had his feet up on it. Okay, so I'm going to use the chair just so I can stay facing forward but have my little bar. So we're now replacing it with the other side. So you might want to twist round or go to the other side of the room, whichever works best for you. If you've got a chair, that's actually quite handy to swap over to the other side. Okay, so starting in either first, third, or fifth, whichever you prefer. Hips are opening out, and from here we're just going to do the rise. So we just get the main function of the legs. So I'm going to be rising up onto my tippy toe and then drawing my foot underneath my knee. Hips are open. Knee on my right foot is on my right leg is trying to push out to the back, and I'm drawing up, 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 up. Good. Taking it back down. So then we're just lifting it up, knee out and down. Lifting it up with a rise and down. Nice. Same thing that we did on the other side with the snap, and that's what makes it a releve. So where my heel is, I'm going to replace it with my toes. So I'm going to snatch my foot up and take it back. So lifting it up, I caught myself there, lifting it up, So that basically the reason why we do this is so that our center of balance stays in the middle instead of lifting it up and our weight slightly going to one side. So you might feel more wobbly just doing a rise because we're taking our weight all the way over to one side. Whereas when you snatch, you can maintain your center of balance being right in the middle if you do it quickly enough and with many years of practice. Okay, so let's give it a try. So we're going to snatch it up in 3, 2, 1 and take it up and down. Good. Lifting it up and down. And one more. Lifting it up and down. Nice. Good. How did you get on with that? Any questions? Did you have success? Thumbs up with success. Picture of both, some of it. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm dead impressed. If you've not done ballet before, this isn't necessarily an easy thing to grasp. I'm giving you a lot of information. But the reason why I wanted us to do our releves and our snatches up is because we use that when we do a pirouette. Now, obviously, we do pole pirouettes where we're doing a turn on the pole, but we've got a pole next to us. So I thought actually it'd be really helpful for you guys if you learn the actual basics of how you do a pirouette off the pole just on its own in its balletic form. So pop away from your wall, pop away your bar, aka your chair. That. And then how we're actually going to get into it is, I'll just talk about, I've got a little wedgie, I've got wedgie issues today. So we start in either first or third or fifth, right in the middle of the room, and you're going to slide your foot forward so you're in fourth. So I always start in third, or I normally start in third or fifth, that's my preference, and then I'm going to take myself forward into fourth position. My weight is in the middle. This is where my feet are slightly further apart, about a foot apart, and I'm going to bring my hands ready. Let me think, which arms do I need? And my arm comes out that side. So let me just double check. Yes, that is right. So the leg that's at the back, that arm wants to be out to the side. So my arms are in third position. Okay, so feet are in fourth, arms are in third. One arm at the front, one arm at the side. Now from here, when we do a pirouette, we're going to do a spinning releve, basically. So I'm going to be snatching this foot up, snatching it up, and bringing my back leg up underneath my knee, and then I'm going to be turning all the way around at the same time as I go. My arm also, there's a lot of information on this one apparently, so I'm snatching my foot up, back leg comes to my knee, foot comes to my knee, other knee's pressed out, and then my arms, I go from third, squeeze it in to a closed second, so I'm bringing my fingers together, and then I come back and land, hopefully at the front, with my arms out in front of me. Okay, just with a little bit of balance. Not too worried about the ending. We'll see what happens as we go round, but that's our goal. Okay, so I'm starting in third, pulling it forward into third arms, fourth feet, and then I'm going to snatch it up and go round, and then I land in fifth position, so bringing my feet back together, but that's just habitual. You might land in third, or you might just land like this, whichever, and then bring my arms down. Okay, so let's just go through that again. I'm going to try and do a couple of demos, and then I'll talk it through the next time. So I slide forward, prepare, and then snatch, and back down. Okay, I didn't quite make it full way around. And then let's try that together. So feet together, sliding it forward, arms prepped, pull this arm in to give yourself an extra bit of width, and releve. Let's go. Pirouette and down. Good. I can see turnings, and that's making me excited. Let's try this one more time on this side, and then we'll switch over to the other side. So I'm starting in my third position, arms down in bravo, stepping it forward, going through first, up through to third. Make sure my weight is still in the middle at this point. Preparing, and we go. Snapping it up, turn, down. Nice, good. And you want to be drawing up the entire time, pulling up through your head to help keep your center of balance in the same place. I must admit, this is quite difficult on carpet. So if you're having trickies, don't worry, you can blame your equipment. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. So move foot in front. I'm sliding it forward into fourth position and take my So now I'm doing my left arm out to the side because it's my left foot at the back. So if you're doing your right, then obviously you swap. This hand stays forward. Same as before, I'm going to bring my arms in so my toes, my fingers are together as I'm spinning, and then take my arms down as I land. And my front foot snatches up, and then my back leg comes up underneath my knee. So I'm doing that all at the same time and doing 360 degrees, hopefully, as well. So let's do that together. Just give it a trial run. Stepping it forward, holding, preparing, my fourth position, and then snatching back and down. Nice, good. Let's have another little go. Taking it forward, arms into third, feet are in fourth, and prepare, and down. Oh, lost my balance right at the end. And then one more on this side. Taking it forward, prepare, and down. Nice! How did you get on? Wait there. I need to unmute you. I can't hear you. How do I do this? Ba, 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 ba. How did you get on?
The other foot was better.
One foot's better. Yeah, mine is as well. How was yours, Becky?
Yeah, same. Just a bit unstable in the last second, so I cannot really land steadily, but I'm getting there.
Good, good. Have you done ballet before? I never asked.
I did it for a few months when I was 4, and then I quit.
Oh.
Fair enough, fair enough.
It's like when you're young, you do the same old thing, and it got too repetitive, but now I realise, oh, there was a reason for it.
Yeah, it is. It's very repetitive. It's not for everyone. It is a bit like again, same thing. But you do get better at it, obviously, by doing it again and again. But yeah, it's a slow journey to get there. But yeah, guys, even if we just take this little snippet, in fact, I'm going to pop you back on mute because I can hear my own voice reflecting for 2 seconds. Yeah, even if we just practice this a little bit, hopefully it will just help. Just by having those mechanics in place, it will just help with our pirouettes on the pole as well. So feel free to have another little go of them and like watch it back as well. But all of that kind of drawing up and in and really pulling yourself up, pelvising under and squeezing the pelvic floors will help you when you're doing your pirouettes on the pole or off the pole, should you fancy putting them into a routine anytime. Okay, so to finish the last bit of the session, I really wanted to do some headstands, just because I love headstands so much. So I'm going to angle myself back down. You might want to find yourself near a wall or a sofa, just so you've got something to lean onto. And then what I'm going to get you to do is bring your hands together. You can either interlink your fingers or do like a little cuppy kind of positioning, whatever you prefer. I personally find that way can be a little bit uncomfortable on my knuckles because I've got really like chunky knuckles. So what you might be fine. Anyway, so I'm bringing my hands together. Bring my hands to the floor, elbows come in, and then from here I put my head onto my forearms. So my head is right on my forearms. I don't actually put my head onto the floor, so it doesn't go all the way through. I sit my head on top of my arms. Okay? From here, and if you're using a sofa or a wall, then what I want you to do, walk your toe, tuck your toes under, push your foot up, walk your feet towards you, and see if you can just do a little bunny hop. So you, oh, hang on a minute, mine's too far over. Oh, let me come back. Do a little bunny hop so that you can like catch yourself against the wall. If you're on a sofa, you might go all the way over. I'm going to just do it without a sofa, just so that you can bunny hop and basically you've then got resistance. But if you don't have a wall, if you want to practice without a wall, then take your toes in, wait, try and get your foot all the way up over your shoulders, and then one foot and then the other, and see if you can then take your butt over onto your head. You see how I've gone from rounded and then duck my butt up over the top of my shoulders. That's where I want to be. And if that feels okay, then you can experiment taking one leg straight and then maybe 2 legs straight. And then take it back in, through up and down. So it's all about that little balancing, easing, pushing a little bit in the hands, pushing a bit in the elbows, and just recognizing that balancing difference. Good, nice. Lovely, Betty. Excellent. I'm just going to have a little easier look. Really good. Oh, Shalali, that's looking excellent. Yes, yes. Betty, that was excellent. Really nice. Really nice. Yes, Shalali, look at you go. That was amazing. That was amazing. Woo! Really good. Okay, what I'm going to do, I want us to do is one more all together, and I'm going to try and get a screenshot, like print screen it while we're all doing it. So I'm going to ask Matt to do it because obviously I can't if I'm doing it as well. So how do I close that bit? Close that down. Okay, Matt, are you ready? Guys, are you ready? Okay. You might want to look over to make sure everyone's in the right position. Okay. Take your time and rush. It only saves the latest, so let's hope that one was it. Let me have a look. Guys, I felt like I was holding that forever. Okay, let me have a little look. I think we've done it. Oh no, we didn't get it. Oh, never mind. No, we're all out. Never mind. Are you guys up for one more? Should we try one more? Are you okay, darling? He's blaming you, Shalali, but honestly, the picture you got, none of us were in it. One more, final one. Okay. And getting ready in position. Head down, butt up. Oh, you can't do more than one anyway. Only saves one. Only saves one, I know. Oh, guys, I'm going to take that. It's looking okay. I mean, Shalali, you did roll over quite near the end, but I'm going to take it because I think it looks fabulous all the same. Really good, guys. Really good. I'll send you the link shortly. The pressure's on when you've got it being screenshot. Okay, guys, let's just have a little bit of a stretch just to end our session. Really, really good, though. I'm really proud of you all. Okay, so where do we want to stretch? Hips, butt cheeks, shoulders. I might do a little bit of legs actually to stretch it out at the end. So just take yourself lying down onto the floor. So lying down nice and comfortably. Your knees are going to be up and your feet are going to be placed on the floor. I want you to take your right leg up, flex up your foot and hold on to your leg. If you can walk your hands up and hold onto your calf, keeping a straight leg, that's great. I want you to just gently pull your leg in towards you. Feel the stretch coming all down the back of this front leg, particularly in the hamstrings. Exhale out. Maybe you might feel comfortable picking it up a little bit. One breath in. And out. Lovely, really nice. Bring your foot onto your knee. So right foot goes onto left knee, and then push your right knee away from you. So you're in like you're all in the fours, kind of making a figure four. Bring your hands around your left leg, lifting up your foot so that your foot is parallel with the floor. Pushing your right knee away from you, and then pull your left knee in closer. You should feel the stretch all down the side of the butt cheek here. Lovely. To make this more intense, you can also straighten your left leg and pull that in closer, and it will just deepen the stretch. You can pulling in your straight leg and then pushing away your bent knee to intensify the stretch as you need to. Good. And then unravel yourself and then switch over so your left leg comes up directly in front of you. So right knee's on the floor. Yeah, perfect. Right knee, foot's on the floor. Left knee straight leg. Walk your hands all the way up to your calf if you can, but really making sure that you're keeping this leg straight. And just pull it in gently towards you. You should feel the stretch all down the back of your hamstring here. Lovely. Big deep breath in. Exhale it out. You might feel some of the tension releasing as you exhale. If you can, maybe deepen the stretch by bringing your leg closer. If your leg starts to shake, don't worry, just ease it off. Another big deep breath in. Really nice. Bring your foot onto your knee and then push your left knee away from you. Good. Lifting up your right foot, so bringing it in line with the floor, so it's lifting up off the floor, and then wrapping your hands around your right thigh. Pull your right leg towards you and then push your left knee away from you. You might be able to get it with your elbow, just to push it away a little bit further. And then to deepen your stretch, you can take your right leg to be a straight leg, flexing up your foot, pulling it in even closer. And you can pull in your right leg and push away with your left leg to even make it even more intense. Just depends how much you need. Good. Big deep breath in here. Fabulous. And then unruffle. And take yourself back up to sit. Guys, you did marvellous. Really, really, really good. I hope you enjoyed our slightly different kind of class today. Just learning something a little bit different, and I think it will really help with pole overall, but obviously it is in a different what's the word, medium, dance medium, but I thought it might just be nice to just do something a little different and just grow your mind in a field way that you've not done before, maybe. Let me just unmute you guys. How did you find the session?
Really nice. Thank you very much.
Good. Are you going back to work now, Betty?
Just half an hour and I should be done. I know.
With you.
I know.
Becky, you know the headstand? Is it okay if I put my head on the floor because I feel like it gives me a bit more balance and I spread it out between my hand and my thing?
Yeah, you can put your head on the floor if you prefer that. I personally don't, because then I've got nice comfy squishy bits to relax onto instead. But yeah, you can take your head to the floor if you prefer.
I like to spread it out because I like the squidginess, but I feel like I don't have enough balance because then I'm just only relying on my arms. So
yeah, fair.
Totally
fine.
I've never held it for 3 seconds though. Like, thank you. I was so happy.
I'm really impressed. Even just from seeing the progress from you doing it last week to then doing it this week, I'm like, oh my days. She's got the balance. She's got it up, and you had a lovely straight back, which is what we're after. So really nice, really nice. You are going to be a little bit disappointed with the picture. I'm going to be honest, Shalali. But we'll do another one. We will get there. We will get there.
I don't want to do like a wall one, but if it was recording, I don't know whether if you rewind to that bit, it might capture it, but I don't know.
It might be, as long as I've got the screen in the gallery. All the photos, all of the videos, then it should be able to capture it, which I think I did. I don't think I saw it when it was the little ones. Then when I have my main screen big, your videos are really small, so if it's not that, you might not be able to see it because it doesn't record it like that. But yeah, we'll have a check because I think I'd moved it onto gallery by then, so yeah.
Don't worry about it, Becky.
No, I'm excited to see it again. Right, my loves, I'm going to let you get on with your evening. Enjoy the rest of your work, Betty. Sorry, I cut you off because obviously I can hear the reflection as well. But I hope your work goes well. Keep on going. You're doing an amazing job. You're working so hard. I'm always flabbergasted how many hours you do. And Shalala, you take care as well. Give love to the kitty from me. Good night, guys. See you soon.
Bye, guys. Bye.